years. I think probably 10 years it's been. Voting is consent. It's not the necessary evil, the lesser of two evils. It's consent. That's exactly what it is. You vote for a person, then they just simply transform and they do whatever they want. And then you've given your consent. You wrote on a piece of paper that you approve of everything that person's going to do. And when no one goes to the polls anymore, that's when people wake up. They'll be like, wow, we had the lowest voting in 50 years. Only, 5% of the population showed up to vote. There is no better. They're all the same. They're all the same. And they know they're the same. Think of it this way. Okay, I have nothing to gain by lying to you. Let's put it that way. Because you and I are on the same level. In fact, I would argue that, we make a huge sacrifice being here on the tube, don't we? My predecessors that came before me, channels with 500, 600,000 subscribers, that might have been a time where you could have, come onto YouTube. I guess people were making a lot of money back then. But here we sit, after all that is surpassed, putting our egos on the shelf. I had to let go of all the things that I thought I deserved in life to come here. Now I'm blacklisted from the mainstream. Even if I wanted to go get another job back in my old job, all they simply have to do is go onto social media and see that I would not make a good fit for them, and I neither would I want to. But you make these sacrifices, right? So I have nothing to gain by lying to you. But now think about a billionaire, a person you've never met, who still to this day is asking you for money. He's a billionaire. He doesn't care that food prices have gone up 25% and that you're basically having to pay extra for your fuel costs right now. And I'm not saying it's his fault that the fuel costs happen. What I'm saying is that he shouldn't be asking anybody for money right now in the atmosphere of the way things are in the world right now. Many small businesses, probably 25% of the small businesses, are just gone. Wiped off the map because they were forced to stay home and have silly little rules and shut down and require this and require that. They're just gone, and nobody's talking about that. So for a billionaire to come on every single day and send emails out to you trying to guilt you into giving them $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 is just reprehensible. You know what his stock portfolio looks like? It's doubled because he already knew the companies that they were going to invest in. Now, I know this is tough talk for some of you, but understand that they're all the same. Bo and Thump are all the same. I've got dark cars pulling up in front of my house now. You think we don't make a sacrifice to be here doing this every day, exposing this stuff? There's a lot of stuff we're showing you guys that they don't want seen. They want to hide behind plausible deniability. I've got cars with, you can't even see into the car. Brand new vehicles pulling up in front of my house, looking at my license plate. So I have no reason to lie to you. So why are people putting trust in a person that, one, they'll never meet, two, doesn't give a crap about you? All they care about is becoming richer and having their children be richer. They don't really care about you down here, because if they did, they would be really upset that inflation occurred. Inflation doesn't affect rich people. They don't care how much they pay for food. It represents 0.08% of their total spending. But for you and I, food represents a third of your spending. $800 for your rent, $800 for food, and $800 for utilities and payments and insurances and car payment. They don't care about us. And until we wake up to that, you will keep getting tricked over and over again, because you're just going to keep voting for the lesser evil, which is still evil. And it's not lesser anywhere. It's still not lesser. It's the same. They just want you to think it's lesser. They play this game. They swing back and forth on their pendulum to make it look like you're voting for something. Now, I don't know if that's true on a local level. Probably local government, I would say, in some places in the United States, is probably still the real thing. Maybe. Once you get to the presidential level, it's game over. They'll never, ever let a person into that high a power over the land unless they're already bought, sold, and paid for. Sorry, but that's the truth, you guys. It's the truth. And the people that don't get that and keep voting one side or the other are part of the problem. You're still under the deception. I say that with all the love in the world. I'm not saying that to make you feel bad or criticize you or to shame you. I'm saying that because you are part of the problem. Now, there are clues even in the Bible that we're not supposed to get on board with these people. Or not. Jesus didn't. He rebuked the Roman state. He rebuked the Pharisees. He rebuked these people. That's why when the devil took him to the top of that mountain, he offered him all the kingdoms of the world, because he rules them. So are we supposed to vote for one side or the other within those kingdoms that the devil offered to Jesus? No. But why isn't your pastor telling you this? because they're part of it too. So I'll get off my soapbox now, because I know this is hard for some of you to hear, but it's the truth. And if you really pray about it, look, don't take my word for it. Pray about it. Say, God, what is the real problem in America? He'll reveal it to you. He will reveal it to you.